While we work on our next big video, I wanted to make a short video on the side to cover one of my favorite in-camera tricks. Hope you enjoy. These days, and by these days I mean all of modern cinema, people have loved the film technique known as the oneer, otherwise known as the long take, a one take, a continuous take, etc. You know the scenes I'm talking about. The long scenes with no cuts, usually with very meticulous blocking, staging, and sometimes even complicated choreography. And while these are always very, very impressive, they don't really excite me anymore. I think it peaked with Birdman, and from that point forward, I've only been able to compare all recent attempts to that movie. What I'm saying is that me and all film bros love a good oneer, but they don't have me sitting up like Leo in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood anymore. Do you know what does get me sitting up and pointing at the screen? A dolly zoom. Chances are you know what a dolly zoom is, or at least seen one in a movie or TV show. But if you don't, well, then buckle up, buckaroos. The definition of a dolly zoom is an in-camera effect that appears to undermine normal visual perception. A cinematic technique where the camera physically moves forward while simultaneously zooming out, and vice versa, creating a disorienting and unsettling visual effect. It is sometimes referred to as the Hitchcock shot, or Vertigo shot, due to its existence coming from Hitchcock's film Vertigo. The effect was first created by Erman Roberts, a Paramount second unit cameraman for Vertigo, who devised the method. It is thought that Alfred Hitchcock specifically asked Roberts to assist him in creating a shot that exemplifies being in a drunk state after fainting at a party. And yeah, that's a good representation of being drunk. This perspective distortion went on to become a staple throughout filmmaking, and there are countless examples. There's a great compilation from Lonzu MP4 that I will link below so you can watch through and try your best not to get dizzy. So here are, in my opinion, the 5 best uses of the dolly zoom in movies and TV. Honorable mentions for my list include Goodfellas, The Fellowship of the Ring, Shaun of the Dead, and of course, Muppets Most Wanted. Number 5. Poltergeist. Ghosts? Demons? Clowns? Nah. Long hallway. Somehow making a hallway intimidating and filled with dread is impressive enough to earn Poltergeist a place on this list. I wish I had more to say, but it just rocks. I'm sorry, I got nothing. Number 4. Ratatouille. I love it when animated or CGI film creates an in-camera effect, even though there are no cameras involved. The scene in Ratatouille where food critic Anton Ego first tastes the ratatouille has gone on to become one of the most well-known scenes of the film. Through the use of the dolly zoom, we are transported with Ego to when he was a young boy through the disorienting effect. Not only is it effective, it is also iconic. Number 3. Vertigo. The origin of the dolly zoom. The film uses it to great effect to represent Scotty Ferguson's overwhelming fear of heights and takes us along for the ride. The invention and first use of this incredible technique that has luckily stuck around over 65 years later. Number 2. Jaws. What can I even say here? I'm sure there are tons of videos analyzing and dissecting every frame of this iconic scene, so I'll just say, hell yeah, it rocks. That's all. And my number 1, and I'm sure many of you saw this coming, but it is easily the best use of the dolly zoom in modern television. Of course I'm talking about the "Your Dad is Gay" scene from Degrassi: The Next Generation.
Your dad is gay.
When Degrassi came back to TV screens in October 2001, the series had some big shoes to fill. The series had been dormant for over 10 years and had to play catch up with modern issues that arose throughout those 10 years. They came out swinging with The Next Generation. This iconic Canadian series covered topics that US shows were too scared to touch. Sex, drugs, assault, STDs, and sexuality were topics that the show never shied away from. So when it came time for the character of Ashley to find out her dad was gay, they took it in stride and threw in an iconic dolly zoom for us film nerds. Peak cinema! So Hollywood, before you do your next oneer, take a step back and give more love to the unsung hero of in-camera effects. Create a feature-length film that's one continuous dolly zoom. I'm sure people will love that and won't pass out or throw up. I also have no suggestions on how to do this, but if someone paid me to think of one, I'm sure I could make something up. Thanks for watching this short side video. We are currently recording and editing the script for our next big video, so be on the lookout for that as soon as I get the time to sit down and finish it. Thanks.